Okay, welcome everybody to another Grixis Reanimator League. This deck has been, it's gained a lot of popularity recently. With lately, it's had some big wins. So, yeah, thought I'd play again. I'm 2-0 in this current league. It's just going to be a slightly shorter one. Pretty stock list. I've made a couple of changes. I've cut 2 consigned memories from the sideboard, which seems like heresy at the moment. But I've added 2 clinky dust just in a nod to how this deck's getting a lot more popular online. So. Yeah, that's the only change I've really made, so we'll just get straight into it. I have got another video on the channel, so you can go and check that out, and I think there's a few bits and pieces floating around on Twitter and stuff, but yeah, happy to be playing it again. I think the deck's doing some really powerful things. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and a big thanks to everyone that's subscribed. I'll take a moment to plug my Manatraders partnership. If you are interested in Magic Online, do highly recommend Manatraders. They've been really good to me over the years, and you will find a coupon in the description below, good for 40% back on your 3rd month of subscription. It does change, the coupon does change every so often, so yeah, do check the latest video for the latest one. Right, up. Looks like we're going second here. See if we can find a good 7. Obviously, have got some nut draws in this deck, being Faithless Looting into Persist Archon. I'm gonna keep this one. It's, we're likely to be able to cast Oculus on 3 at any rate. We can Fatal Push on 1. Lanoir Elves. Okay. So it looks like it's Elves. I think I played against this the other day. Just going to Fatal Push here. Just want to slow them down as much. Probably should have led with Watery Grave there, given that we draw another one. Okay, let's go. Yeah, because, yeah. Okay, no, yeah, this is, so I can't cast the second Thought Scour. And actually, I can't cast Oculus next turn either. Okay, another push is great. Let's go Thought Scour ourselves. See if we can hit something. We don't. So we'll just, I think we just push the Leaf Crowned, and then Surveil, land into the bin, say go. Just trying to slow them down as much as possible here. Next time we just cast an Oculus. Right, so they go Devoted Druid. They Nature's Rhythm for Devoted Druid. See if we can find something. We don't. I think I'm going to Looting here, because we can then just unearth. Uses our mana a little bit better. Or we could go just cast Oculus. No, we can do that next time. So let's just go land. Effect Shock Looting. Archon, Oculus, Unearth. I think I want to Unearth instead of Fatal. Hold up Fatal Push here. Let's get some blockers. Okay, Psychic Frog, perfect. If we can get through this turn, I fancy our chances. Okay, the opponent has infinite mana and a Nature's Rhythm, so just see what they go and get here. Could be Azuri. X is 4. Yeah. Elf creatures you control. Sure. So yeah, they make infinite mana with Devoted Druid Vizier. Okay, so Pyroclasm seems good. Harvester of Miseries. into the Flood more. Don't think I like Spell Pierce. Trim a Thought Scour. Maybe trim Thought Seize? No, I think Thought Scour. I think we'll go with that. Nature's a Rhythm, a very interesting card. Okay. We'd have to get very lucky with this Thought Scour, but we do have Surveil lands and a push. I think we'll go for this. Maybe 4-lander. We've got the pieces, we just need it to come together. So we'll go land pass. If they go turn 1 threat, I'll probably just Thought Scour because there's a chance we hit Archon. They could have Endurance post sideboard. Okay, we hit a Harvester, which is actually quite nice. I'm just going to play out the Emperor though. I think I'm going to eat the Psychic Frog. No, I'm just going to eat nothing for now. Let's save our graveyard. Okay, 2 mana. Oh, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Okay. Can't cast this Oculus. I'm gonna try and exile the Harvester. See if they Cauldron it, and if they do, we'll just attack. And then Persist the Frog. While we can. Okay, they do have Endurance. Okay. Druid. So I'm just going to Surveil here. Unearth hits the bin. Okay, right, so we've got an opportunity to cast Oculus here. Oh, we can do it anyway, okay. So let's go Thought Scour ourselves. There's an Archon. So I think I just lead on. Yeah, we just go Watery Grave. Oh, the problem is if we do this and then they just go Vizier. I'm going to cast the Archon while we can. Right, if they go Vizier, but if we push here, they can Cauldron it. So we want to get the Oculus down. We could have got it down even through a Cauldron. We'll eat their Endurance. No point in attacking now. Probably should have attacked first. Don't know. They have 3 cards in hand. They need, I don't know, it was a calculated risk here, not holding up push, but push on this doesn't save us because of the cauldron. Well, maybe it does, because... Okay. They do gain the ability of Harvester, but doesn't really do much for them. Yuck. Okay, they do have infinite mana. Oh, and they can just flash it back. Okay. Well, yeah, so I push here. And they can't do it. But then I have no pressure. Yeah, this deck can be a little bit awkward into Graveyard Hate. But, yeah, we'll keep going. Right, yep, be on the play. Gonna mulligan this one. Bit slow. This is better. What are we getting rid of? I think I want to keep the thoughts. I think I'll bottom the Archon. I'm going to lead on Raucous Theater here. Thoughtseize. Opponent mulliganed. I think I'm going to top a Thoughtseize. Good into a range of decks. What we don't really want to see is an Ocelot Pride or something like that. Okay, so with Thoughtseize you. Okay, so it's Goryo's Vengeance. So we'll take the Goryos. Shock this in. So a play we might be able to do is Emperor of Bone, like Thoughtseize there, Atraxa, Emperor of Bones, eat it. Do you hit an Archon? This is awkward. They did put one on top, is the problem. So the hand is only got one unknown. I'm going to Thoughtseize. Probably a Tainted Indulgence. See. Okay, we discard Grizzlebrand. So still attracts her in hand. Ephemerate, push. Just going to take the push. Because that's instant speed. So at the moment we can, next turn we'll go play Emperor of Bones. And shocks in. Hopefully they haven't drawn exactly Goryo's Vengeance. Emperor of Bones. Okay, we have the push for that. They do have Ephemerate. Okay, so they eat Archon of Cruelty. We'd really like to draw a land. Because then we can go Emperor, eat their Grizzlebrand and push. Unearth. Okay, so as it is, we have to wait. That's really annoying. Because we can't just, if we push now, the trouble is they can activate it twice if they find a land. Oh, they do. Yeah, this has really just not worked out for us. Yeah, because they can just double adapt. I mean, we get to discard Oculus. They attack, we go down to 2 life. Now they have 5 cards in hand. I think I have to go Emperor. Eat their Grizzlebrand, because it's quite likely they found Goryo's. There's gonna prismatic ending it, but that's fine. We've kind of done the damage, fortunately. Yeah. So that means they, yeah, don't know. Okay, Frog. Okay, we do find a land. Okay, so I'm just gonna land. I'll go and get a basic swamp. And then unearth. If they've got Force of Negation, we just lose. Okay, make the Oculus, which is enough to block. I'm gonna eat. I think our own Oculus here, because we don't want them top, like going Emperor of Bones. Eat our own Oculus. Oh, actually, they won't do that because they've got a Traxxer in hand. Manifest the Bloodstained Mire. Okay, looking for another Goryo's. Discarding a Traxxer. See if they find it. If they do, we are just dead. They can kill our Oculus. They have to discard 4 cards. Block here. But they also need to make sure we don't just Emperor of Bones their Traxxer next turn. Okay, opponent's discarding a lot of cards. We don't know any of their hand. They have 1 unknown. Well, oh no, of course we can't do that because they've got Frog. We draw that. I guess we could manifest another Frog. Or I could looting. No, looting doesn't work. So let's go land. They can just exile it, so we'll go. I mean, I will target the Atraxa. because we want them to exile it so they can't top deck Goryo's. So in our end step we have to put Oculus in, and then we have to hit Psychic Frog. Well, we hit 2 Psychic Frogs. Okay, they get it flying. Give both flying. Frog, exiling, unearth, delta, push. So we have to, so we're going to go block the biggest frog with the Oculus and just chump the other one. So at least we get to kill one of the frogs. But I mean, we can find push. We could find an unearth. They find another frog. Okay. But they can't. Well, they can currently fly with one of them next turn. Watery Grave. So let's go flashback looting. One hold up. Yeah. Need to find push. Okay. Yeah, they just jump the frog and then we die. That was a bit rough. Glad we brought in. Kind of got the extra cling to dust. Harbinger seems good. Spell Pierce is fine. I don't really know what to sideboard out here. Push is good for frog. Emperor's good. Like, all this stuff's pretty good. Maybe Dispute's not that great. Let's deal with force, I guess. Right. Do we just cut all the Thought Scours? We could trim a looting, but I don't think that's correct. Like, we could even trim on the sort of reanimate stuff. Trim a troll. 3 more cuts. Do you want that many push? Yeah, they run Emperor as well. Harbinger is good. Let's trim a looting. Trouble is, without the looting, there's no ways to discard. Do we get rid of Thoughtseize? No, because Thoughtseize taking Goryo's Wind is just so good. Is Oculus good? I mean, I think so. Trim 1 push. 1 looting. 1 Thoughtseize. Try that. I could consider Into the Flood more. They're on Nile Spellbomb. This hand is fine. It's going to go turn 1, fetch. I'm just going to grab a swamp and play out our Spellbomb. Fetching a swamp early in case we find Harbinger. Okay, basic island. There's Harbinger. I think I'm just going to Delta pass. Look to surveil. You have the 2 basics. Let's surveil with Raucous Theater. I think Undercity Sewers is fine. Yeah, I'm in for another one of those, I think. Just play this game a little bit slow. Delta, Spellbomb number 2. So I have a lot of graveyard hate here. Got Mending. Might just cling that. That's a lot of Atraxas hitting the bin. Emperor. So we'll let them target their own thing. Okay, we just ERRs. So we'll surveil first. We do need double blue for this though. Okay. You're a Psychic Frog. I think I'm just going to go land Harbinger. They could have Solitude Ephemerate, but I think shutting them off black for now is fine. Okay, they eat something. Okay, no blocks. I'm going to play the frog here, I think. We do then lose the ability to cling or this, but I think it's worth it here. It is bad into, okay, they have dispute. Oh, they get to eat our frog, but they can't do anything with it at the moment. We'll probably play an Emperor with a view to block at some point. Okay. With 2 Emperors, we'll just block. What's this? 3 mana. They sink. Okay, that's okay. They could put our Psychic Frog into play. I will block here. Right, now they don't, if they put the counters on, they don't get the use out of the Psychic Frog. We're happy to take the trade. Could be another frog. Yeah, frog. Really need to draw something to deal with that. Persist. Could play another Emperor. Can't play an Oculus. I could Spellbomb to try and draw. But they've got the frog, which is bad. We do have the cling. I could play the heart. I think I'm just going to play the Harbinger again. See if they have dispute. I think I'm going to crack Spellbomb whatever here. Okay, they're discarding things like Goryo's Vengeance, so... Okay, they attack with the frog. We go to 7. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go... Have to Spellbomb here, really try and draw something. Another Oculus is not what we want. Neither's another Archon. But it can actually potentially kill us next turn. They go discard, discard, discard. We just die. I think I have to just draw. But then I can't draw much. Yeah, I think we're just dead. The Emperor eating a lot of our graveyard was awkward. I think our only play is to bluff a Fatal Push and hope they don't go all in on it. But I mean, yeah, the fact that we're not attacking isn't a great sign. Falagi, I mean, that's gonna... Yeah, we'll see if they go all in. Take Ashiok. They can play Ashiok. There's no opportunity to respond with Cling. Yeah, we're just pure bluffing now. See if they go for it. They don't go for it. So now I think we have to go Cling our Spellbomb just to draw a card for a land. We draw a frog of our own, which is enough to discard Oculus, Persist and Archon and stuff. Okay. We can make it quite big as well. And then next turn, Persist and Archon. Depends what the opponent's got in hand. Ephemerate on Archaeologist. They find Fatal... Oh, they find Prismatic Ending. Which is enough to just... Yeah, kill our frog. Yeah. Okay, well, we just get got by that. Played to our outs, but yeah, just don't know. Maybe I sideboarded incorrectly. Right, on the draw here. See what we're up against now. This hand's not great. Like what, Steam Vents? Like it has a turn 2 frog on the draw. I think I'm gonna keep and hope to get lucky. Might even, I think I am just gonna blind go for Faithless Looting on one. Yeah, this hand has the opportunity to be busted. So we could go we could draw Archon, or looks like we are against Neoform. Well, I'm not now that I've drawn the Spell Pierce, I'm not yeah, not going to Faithless Looting on one. Annoyingly, we don't have a Thundering Falls. I think I'm just going to get a blue-black Surveil though. See if we can find a Thoughtseize or something. Well, that's pretty good. The question is, do we persist? If we persist, then they haven't got enough green cards potentially. I think I'm just going for it. Like their green card count might be low. Okay, they discard a big fatty. So they need Rider, green card, Neoform, which isn't impossible. And then discarding a green card does indicate that they have quite a few. Okay, they decide they can't come back. So yeah, again, calculated risk, but right. We don't actually have the disputes are great. Don't like the pushes. Guess Into the Floodmoor is okay. What do you think about Harbinger? They don't run many basic forests. The rest of the deck's fine. Could consider consigning an Atraxa or what have you, or consigning the Galta. Yeah, I think consign's better than like a Harbinger. Emperor is a little slow. I wonder if I meant to just try and cheese them out with Harbinger. No, I don't think so. Right, so we have a Pierce. They are bringing in loads of Veil of Summers. Gonna mulligan in this one. This is much better. Probably just going to bottom the tap land. Should always fetch it. Unearth. Okay. Mire go. The one of Spell Pierce in this deck is odd, but just the presence of it might make opponents think twice. waiting. We will surveil here with a sewers. Raucous Theater, graveyard. So we can't surveil again, but it's better than drawing the land. Persist. Not the best draw. It's going to go Delta Pass. They're going to go Genesis. We could Spell Pierce this, but don't think that's really what we want to do. They do put a land in. Looking for Thoughtseize, Mystical Dispute, but it doesn't have a fourth land, so they can't play around Spell Pierce at the moment. Let's go probably more black. Blood Crypt. Another Unearth land. I'm just going to cast the Frog here. They could have Dispute, but then we just Unearth it next turn. If this resolves, I could discard. No, I don't think so. I mean, we're putting a lot of strain on this one Spell Pierce. Opponent did put one on top though. Yeah, the risk of discarding the Oculus is just too high. I just want to win the game with Psychic Frog now. See if they have a rider. Obviously there's a lot that could go wrong here. They could have Neoform into and Veil of Summer. They could have Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation, they'd have to find their own veil, their own Consign to Memory. Okay, there's the rider. 3 cards in hand. Hopefully it's Evolution. Looks like it is. So they can't Veil of Summer. They could have Pact. They do have Pact, but they only have 1 card in hand now, so they must be going for Grizzlebrand. Unless they have exactly Xenagos in hand. Okay, it is Grizzlebrand. So they will have to hit Consign to Memory. Okay, see if we can find a... Okay, that's pretty good. Couple of chances at Archon of Cruelty. Well, there's an Archon. Persist. So they could have another Pact of Negation. They could have a Veil of Summer, which looks like is what they've got. Which does stop the Archon trigger. So then we'll just go Swamp, Unearth. Oh, no, have to discard first. So no attacks. So they're gonna have to consign. I assume they found it. They might, I mean, they've got a load more draws as well. They can draw another 7 cards. Oh, I guess they can consign the Oculus trigger if they really want, but it's not a show of strength, I wouldn't say. If they attack, I could block with Oculus and Frog. I think we do. If they attack, I'm going to block with Oculus and Frog, because then they can't draw quite as many cards. Going to try and go off again. Yeah, Pact forcing stuff through is just difficult to deal with. Yeah, I don't think Harbinger's what we want to be doing. They have 13 cards in hand. They can't draw any more. Okay, there's a Rider. Exiling Galta and Pact. So if they do go off here, we probably are dead because they have Pact in hand. Well, they've discarded a Pact. Okay, without doing anything. Yeah, I'm going to block here. Because now they'll gain the life, but Grizzlebrand will die at the same time. So they can't draw 7 more. We're left with an Archon and a Frog. And we have another Unearth, of course. We could have another Veil of Summer, which would protect them from this kind of stuff. But they're still taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got another... Okay, Evolution. Could be this Ureni. Actually, that's probably really good. Like dealing... Okay, they put a Galta out. So they must have a load of creatures. They need one with either flying or reach to block these two. They could put a Rennie in now. Is it a Rennie? Something like that. Yeah, okay. X damage. Oh, X number of lands you control. So you can only deal 5, but that does kill Frog. This has got flying. But we can draw Persist. Or Emperor of Bones. If I can sign... Oh, they put another Galta in. So they could... Yeah, they can find more stuff here. Yeah, if we find Emperor of Bones and they don't have an answer, that's what we need. I mean, it only put them to 1. They block with the Traxer. So actually we're probably just dead here. From Dragonstorm. Okay, they're pacting. What did they choose? Disciple. Okay, so they're going to sacrifice a creature. Okay, that one has reach. I think we're good to just concede now. No. I should have waited because they might have whiffed on a... Oh, they can pay for Pact anyway. So yeah, fine to concede here. Right. Well, just resubmit. Hopefully find some Thought Seizes this game. Okay, well there's Thought Seize. So we've got Thought Seize into Frog. This sounds good. We just need... yeah, we need a Reanimate spell. Right. Yeah, so just Flint Shock, Blood Crypt, Thoughtseize, opponent's mull to 5. Veil of Summer, Eldritch Evolution. I'm just going to take the Eldritch. We can play around Veil of Summer. I'm just going to try and beat him to death with a Psychic Frog. They might even cycle Veil of Summer quite early on. Ideally now we just don't give them a chance to use it. I'm going to quite aggressively discard here. Start off by Thought Scouring. Discard Archon. Discard Floodmoor. Discard Thought Scour. Just we want to get the game over with before they can draw out of it. Sewers. Graveyard that one. So no, we're just in full race mode now. Next turn we'll discard the Swamp Play. Well, we'll attack first. Yeah, well, they put Allosaurus Rider into the graveyard, implying they may have drawn one already. Or they may be on a Hooting Mandrill's plan. Surveil again. Put another Veil into the graveyard. Okay, let's go discard Watery Grave. We could just not play this to stop them yeah, to stop them veiling. I would imagine they'll veil here. Emperor. So they have to actually kill us here, really, because now we have Emperor for Archon. Okay, so we do get there. So yeah, the deck's, I think the deck's really good. Probably made some misplays in those first couple of games, but yeah, I think Clinked Dust came in quite handy. Harvester of Misery and things have been, and Pyroclast have been really good against energy. Not sure how many consigns is correct, but yeah, could definitely see it still being 4. But if you've got any comments, please do let me know, or if you've got any other resources or questions on the deck. And yeah, otherwise I'll see you again soon.